Bro, ain't no way luck strikes again. Look at that, guys. Only 1,000 rolls deep. 1,109 to be exact. We already got the next magic tier. That's freaking awesome. So let's head back to the dungeon lobby and oh my gosh. And let's go over here to the token exchanger and we're gonna drop all of these. We no longer need them. We're up to 34,000, which is great. And that means we can go buy some, let's see here. I wanted to buy some of these. I want to buy like 2,000 of those. There we go. All right, let's head back to the Great Tomb. And let's see how much more OP we got. All right, 5x damage, very nice, very nice. And let's head over here to magic tier leveling. We're gonna unlock that. And here we go, we have 5,000 of those. So let's see what we can work with here. So we're already up to 6x, oh my gosh. We just doubled the damage from like just a few minutes ago, that's insane. All right, let's get back to the energy squad. We're cooking, man, that's all I'm gonna say. We are actually cooking. Now, I do want to start maxing out some of these obelisks. So I want to test the theory I have for the obelisk. So first up, I need to see what key I have a lot of. Progression key I have 60 of. Progression key 2 I have... Okay, so this is enough for 20 raids. 15 minutes a raid. This 300 minutes, 5 hours. I think that's about right. So, ooh, progression raid key 2 though. I don't know. How many credits do I have? 45 credits? I have no credits left. All right, let's head over here to the progression raid. And I wanted to test something out here. So we're gonna go to Spirit Residence and I'm gonna open up my tiny task and I want to see if it's possible to like macro these. So I'm gonna set my tiny task and my auto clicker and we're gonna cook. So here we go. So we're gonna go to progression rate X3. All right, choose and click. So let's record that. Choose, click, and there we go. F8, finish recording that and we're gonna save that to 3x. All right, continuous playback. And we'll just do 2x speed and let's play that. And this should work. If not, I'm gonna cry. So I will see you in a bit and hopefully when I come back, we have a whole lot of obelisks. If not, I'm gonna cry. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, so I'm back. You know, crashed a wedding, you know, whatever. 570 lunch boxes, hot dang. Hot dang. I'm gonna get a screenshot of that one. Jeez, all right, let's open all these up. Bang. Oh my gosh. Look at all that. Look at all that. All right, let's go to loot history. 570 obelisk coins. Yeah, buddy. And of course, we got that Supreme going on. All right, let's get out of there. Let me go buy everything we need in the dungeon lobby before I forget. All right, and we should have a bunch. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of random stuff too. I don't know what else is in this one. This is what, progression? Oh wait, no, I have no. Oh, I just bought. No way. Did I really just spend all of my coins on something stupid? Something tells me I just did. Great, I just spent like 200k coins. Wow. We're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. All right, I should have a lot. Let me see. Wait, what? There we go, 117,000, okay. Well, I might have just blown it all, but you know. All right, it's okay. At least I got like 100k of those. Well, I'll take it, I'll take it. All right, well, this is not ideal. Okay, so this is what you get when you don't have all your drop boost on. So moral of the story, use your drop boost, boys. All right, at least we're up to like 700k. All right, 800k. Let's see if we can get up to like a million. Okay, I think that's it. 843k. It is what it is. All right, next time let me not make a mistake. All right, let me cop all those, all these, and all those, and that one. I don't know if I'm gonna ever need that running rate again, but you know. Let me cop all these. Go, cop all those, cop that. Buy all these. Should be in a good spot. Cop that and that and that and those. All right, good. So we copped all that. Let's head on over here, and I don't think they never reset the potion, sadly, so I don't know what to do there. And I only have 55.4 QTTG, so that kind of sucks, but that's life. Let me grab the group. We got VIP, obviously through, you know, free means by saving up them creds. All right, now it's time to go pop all these from the food shop. I want to see how many ridiculous amounts of macaroons we can make. So let's do that. All right, let's head on over here to the solo island. All right, macaroon. Let's see here. 39, 30. There we go. 29 drop macaroons. This is what we're talking about. We're cooking. 33 of all those. 37 drop macaroons. That's kind of my favorite. All right, let's make sure we use all these potions up here. Only 107 credits left, unfortunately. I don't know if there's any game passes. I believe today's update is going to be a Halloween-based update. So I'm not entirely sure what all is going on there, but it is all good. Okay, I don't know how I got 7 potions. Those should have been exchanged, but you know, whatever. 5 attack range potions. Not sure I got those. And I'm just going to use all the... Actually, I don't really care about using those. We can always get more of those later. All right, let's grab all these. All right, star macaroons. Let's just say we are cooking. All right, we are definitely cooking. All right. 7 hours of those. All right, 9 hours, guys, of these energy macaroons. Let's freaking go. All right, we need to go start out. Oh, wait, what did I see here? I saw something here that... Oh, shadow enhancer. And we haven't really done a whole lot of shadow stuff. I think that's okay. All right, energy obelisk is maxed. Well, let's head over here to the damage obelisk. And I believe we can max this one out too. And then I wanted to test something with my luck. All right, here we go. So auto, there we go. So we got maxed out damage obelisk. That is very good. And we still have some left as well. So let's head over here to the luck obelisk. Now I want to see how much this actually boosts my luck. So my current luck, if we go over here to stats, my current luck is... I'm going to switch to my luck team. So if I switch to my luck team, and we'll go full luck boost. My entire luck is, let's see here. Star luck is 96. That's with my entire luck team on. Not really that great if you ask me, but you know, it's a start. So star luck of 96. And I believe the obelisk is up here. Hopefully we can get that a lot higher. I didn't realize how bad some of the boosts were, but here we go. So we're going to auto upgrade that all the way up. And so now our luck is 101. So I thought it was going to be a 30%. Oh, wait, no, it's that bad of a boost. Holy frick, man. 0.06 boost. Wow. 6% boost. Man, that's tough. Didn't realize it was that bad. So maybe grinding them obelisks was not worth it. Man, that's kind of depressing. Oh, well. All right, now I'm just going to do one more test. This is going to be a waste of a stat reroll, but that's okay. So I want to see what's my entire max luck at. So here we go, 500. So my full on max luck is 138 with my complete luck team. I don't know if that's good or bad. You guys can comment down below what your luck is, but that's what my luck's looking at. All right, let's go to full damage squad now. And I want to see if we're going to be able to put in some work because our damage should have skyrocketed quite a bit. So I have 30 hours of damage macaroons. So let's head on over here to the Great Tomb and let's switch to our damage only team. And let's wreck. All right, can we beat Albadia? The answer to that question is no, we cannot, which is a bit unfortunate, but you know, we can one top those. All right, so demerge, we're just gonna go all focus on one demerge. And I'm gonna be honest, that's very doable. All right, so let's go get this quest done. That means we only have one more quest to go. Unfortunately, that quest might be a little bit tough for us, so I gotta, you know, think about some other things we can do here. All right, here we go. We got quest. Bang. There we go. So now all we need to do is beat Albedia and we can get to the last world. I gotta think of a good strategy to do that though. All right, let's see what our max DPS is right now. So our current max DPS is 2.6, 2. Oh, okay. So it's like 2.4 NQ DDR. And we haven't even done a lick of damage to this thing. Oh my gosh, we got a ways to go. This is not good. All right, well, let's try this dungeon. So we're gonna rock out with a max drop potion, max drop macaroon. We'll leave the damage potions on. And we're gonna go with damaging aura. Drop aura at the start and we'll swap. Not enough tomb key, crap. All right, well, hopefully I have enough to buy some tomb keys. All right, I'm just gonna max out on tomb keys. I feel like those are kind of like the best way to go here. Regular zombie token for zombie glue. Okay, I don't know what that is yet. We'll figure that out later. All right, here we go. 2 marina key. We got 18 of those, so we should be cooking. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Hopefully we have enough to put in that work. I'm not really sure though. Our damage should be about double what it was last time. So I'm hoping we can at least hit wave 100. So what is the wave 100 bonus? Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. All right, the wave 100 bonus is a small amount of damage increase. I don't really think that's going to help us that much. We can also try the hollow raid. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat that to 1000, but we might be able to get kind of close. So it might be worth a shot here. All right, okay, so we are getting a lot of good stuff from this raid. So this is actually a really good raid to grind. But the problem is it's ridiculously hard to grind. So But everything in there is stuff we want, so that's, oh my gosh. All right, hopefully we get some phantoms or something. All right, I'll be back. I'm gonna grind this. All right, we ended up getting all the way up to 113. That's honestly not that bad. Loot though, yeah, it's looking a little poor, not gonna lie. All right, let me see what else we need to max out here. All right, we got some of those achievements. I do want to try out the hollow raid, so we're just gonna run the, I want to say we're just gonna run the hollow, oh, I don't want to do that one. I want to do this one. So we're just gonna run the hollow raid. I'm gonna do it with my drops team because I do want these drops, but we'll see how far we can get. Hopefully we can beat it, and hopefully it gives me a lot of drops. So I'm gonna reset my drops, so let's see what we get from the hollow raid from like a full 1000 run with max drops. All right, so after an hour with all the double boosts, this is kind of what we ended up with. Nothing too crazy, honestly, but let's see what we can get. We got all the way up to level, wow, 75, not bad. 1.5x energy boost. That's actually pretty sick. So ultimate is next. We only have a 0.8 boost. Who do I need to farm for these guys though? All right, Sebas. All right, looks like Sebas unfortunately is going to be a little bit more tanky. That means I need to get more damage, and unfortunately it's kind of hard for us to do, but I think we can do it. It's just going to cost us a little bit, so we're going to go we'll do that. All right, that should allow us to just basically eat them all. Yeah, okay, this is decent enough. Sadly, we're losing a lot of drop tokens. Normally I'm at like 6.3 drops. Let's see what we're at now. We're now at tokens 3.96. Wait, what? Is that big of a drop? So 3.96. Oh, I didn't equip it. That's why. Okay. All right, now we're at 5.34. So a slight drop in tokens. Let's reset the clear and let's see how much we can get. I want to get this to like 1.5x. That'd be a pretty nice little boost for us. But I need to do some more grinding first, but I will be back. And look at that, guys, level 299. Dang, unfortunately it took us an hour to get like 62 trillion, so I don't know if we're gonna be cooking more than that, but not too bad. All right, so after 20 minutes we got like just a few thousand. We are gonna actually make use of those though, so let's go run those up. All right, because any bit of damage is gonna help us grind faster, so let's do a little bit more grinding. But these definitely are pretty slow. However, XP wise, we're almost there. So I want to get to at least level 300 in this episode. That'd be really cool. So let's cook a little bit more on these Sebases. All right, I'm going to switch to raid grinding. We're just going to burn the keys and be okay with that. But we're just going to speed run this raid as fast as we can. And once it starts getting super slow, we're just going to exit and restart. It shouldn't be too bad. It looks like we're getting like, let me clear the history. We'll clear it after the next one, but we're getting a few of each token. We really need both of these. The rest of the ones I don't really think we need, but okay, we do need like some of the leveling tokens. I don't know if this is giving that though, but these we can always convert at a pretty bad rate, but you know, we can always convert them if we need to, or use these two to buy like the next key. Scythe tokens we actually still need as well. We're kind of down bad on the scythes, but it's not too bad. I have 2 supremes, but we need 3 and 3, I want to say. So we still need a little bit more, well, quite a bit more scythe tokens to max these out, but it's just a pain in the butt, to be honest. Yo, we got a mythic mask. I don't know if this is any better than we have right now, but we can find that out. So here we go. So this mythic mask is 0.933. And it's a face accessory. All right, my other face accessory is eye patch 1x. Oh wow, so this one is actually just worse than everything. All right, well, that's unfortunate. At least we got it, I guess. Let's go put that on our auto delete. All right, accessories and mask. So now we just need phantom and obviously supreme. But yeah, I don't know, the phantom might just be tied though. It is what it is, but it was cool to get that, I guess. It just wasn't worth it. But honestly, all this isn't that bad for 3 minutes. That's actually not bad at all. But we are burning keys, thankfully. I guess, how many keys do we burn? Kind of a lot. Yeah, this doesn't really last very long. All right, there we go. We got our first phantom mask, 1.33x damage. All right, well, let's see here. Compared to my last mask, it is a lot better. So there we go. I will definitely take that. Let's cook. All right, let's update my index again. And let's make sure we only get the Supremes now. So we still need all of the Supremes though. So we'll see how long that takes us to grind. Unfortunately, like we're barely getting any waves here. It's kind of wild. All right, we're gonna hop out of here now. And let's see what kind of progress we made after all that random grinding. All right, we're gonna switch to the full damage squad again. Are we even doing a dent to this guy? Not even a dent. Not even a dent. Oh my gosh, Albedia, you are insanely OP. All right, well, let's see if we can get any levels off of this guy. Got like 1 level. Okay, a level is a level. All right, what about this one? Nope, not enough. Okay, those are ridiculously hard to get. All right, mana growth. We got a couple. Okay, we got a few more of that. 1.18x damage. All right, that's not too bad. All right, if we go full damage, do we have an XP aura by chance? 10% XP. That's not really worth it for us. All right, so with our full entire damage squad on lock, we can maybe grind these. It's still kind of a disgusting grind, but might be not a bad bet. Yeah, we're definitely still on the struggle bus though if we grind these. All right, I want to find something we can just insta kill. All right, this guy is probably the only guy we can really insta kill, so I think he's gonna still be our best bet for the ultimate cast tokens, but also it might just be better to like do that raid grind thing. I'm not 100% sure yet. We can run a test though, so I'm gonna reset my loot for 5 minutes and we're just gonna run it, and I'm gonna go back to we'll just do 1 and 1 aura wise. So let's try it out. 5 minutes, we'll see what we pull. All right, so after 5 minutes we got to like what is it, 830, 866, 871. All right, well, not terrible. 898, okay. All right, so 5 minutes got us not even 1,000, but maybe like, okay, it's not the greatest, but it's something. All right, well, wish I would have got more, but you know, that's life. Get a little auto upgrade going on. All right, let's head on back. Let's reuse the rest of these keys. And let's make sure I have the right auras on. We'll just yeah, we'll just unequip that real quick and equip this. And let's go grind the rest of my keys out here. Yo, let's go. No, wait, you got that live. No way, I just turned the recording back on and we got another one. You saw that live. Yo, what? That's wild. Let's freaking go. 2x and 1x. And then 1x and 1x compared to, wow, that's a nice jump. We are cooking. All right, let's head on over here to auto delete. And now we already have the max tail and the max mask. So all we need now is the wings. So we are actually legit cooking. Let's go. That's big. All right, is there a way, does this tell me my damage multiplier? 840 DD. Okay, so it does tell you your damage modifier. All right, what if I just swap this? So it should go exactly double that. Or triple that. Okay, that might make sense. All right, I don't really know. All right, that's not bad at all. All right, how much loot are we getting besides that? Ain't no way, it's only 943. Buddy. What? Okay, I don't know what is going on, but that's not very much. All right, let's keep up the grind though. We gotta stay strong. Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta roll these mana growth tokens. I'm at 7,000 of these. Okay, there we go. 2,500. That makes more sense. All right, we have a little bit of a good stash going. We need to roll them. Hey, let's complete it. Let's complete it, boys. Gibraltar wings, 1x and 3x energy. All right, I think that might be more of an energy based one. Yeah, it's more of an energy based one, but hey, I'm not complaining. That might actually be double energy basically right there, and increased damage and XP too. So that's a pretty big win if you ask me. So let's head over here to accessories and we'll turn that on auto sell. But yo, that's a huge W. All right, I'm gonna make sure we lock everything here, because I don't want to accidentally lose these, because some of these are pretty rare. All right, the rest of these though, we can just get those. We don't need those. All right, perfect. All right, let me get a screenshot of those for the thumbnail. That's a huge W. And job off their wings. Dude, if that actually gives me double energy, oh my gosh, we're gonna be cooking so hard. All right, we're also about to reach level 300. So let's go grab that real quick. All right, I think we can get it on this next one. Should be in almost instant. There we go. All right, we should be hitting that any second. I don't know if there's a prestige after the prestige I have. They'll probably be adding it soon. But there we go. You guys can kind of see right there where we're at. This might actually be 100. No, wait, we didn't hit 300 yet. All right, it'll hit there any second. All right. And bang, there we go, guys. Max level, guys, officially. Look at that, guys. Level 300. Reaching max level again. There we go, guys. All right, let me get a screenshot of the max too. There we go. We did it. Not bad at all. And of course, all of the other goodness as well that comes along with that. That is a huge, huge win. All right, let's get out of there. And we're going to go over here and we're going to change to our full energy team. And we are going to cook. So we're now up to 397 UTG. And that is without a potion. We're going to pause all the random potions. Now with double, we're now up to 992 DTG, which is absolutely crazy. And obviously we have 300 extra damage to spend too, which is great. All right, I don't know if we can get any of these. Let me check. All right, there we go. We got one of those. And we... Okay. Got 0 of those. We're going to have to work on that one. All right, mana growth. I had 10,000 of those tokens. Wow, we're almost at max, guys. We're level 95. Let's freaking go. Let's try to max that out. All right, on this one, we also got a pretty nice buff too. So now for max energy, we're now at 1.12 TSTG, which is actually sick. So let's see how I can get some of these mana growth tokens. I'm gonna head over here to the dungeon lobby. And let's see if we can put in some work here. I think I already got rid of a lot. All right, let's see here. Don't need those. Okay, I might just, all right, punch tokens. Okay, none of these. All right, I don't need 4,000 of those. That's for sure. Don't need those. That's gonna get me 900 mana growth, which isn't quite enough. I do need all of those max though, unfortunately. All right, I think I'm just gonna gut the scythes. I don't really think scythes are that worth it right now for me. All right, key wise, I do want to buy like 5 of these. And then I think the rest, we're just going to go into mana growth tokens. So hopefully that's enough for me to max out the mana growth. All right. If it is, that's going to be amazing. So let's see what we got here. Mana growth. Dang, we need one more, guys. So we need 703. All right, that's a little unfortunate. I don't think it's going to be that hard for me to get. So I'm going to actually hop on over here to the dungeon lobby again. And we're actually just going to slide on in a hollow raid. So let's just run this real quick. And by the time we, get popping off that, we'll combine this with my aura too, I guess, while we're here. So I combine that with my auras. All right, we should be there in no time. All right, that should be enough. Let's get out of here and let's go sell everything while we lag out. And let's get that all the way up to max. There we go. There we go. Grab that. All right, grab that. And grab that. All right, we need, I think we only need 600 though. So let's grab 600. And then the rest, I really want these keys. These keys are awesome. So hopefully that's good enough. If not, we have other options available to us. So let's go max out mana growth. That'll be very, very nice. All right, let's get back to full energy squad here. Pause the drop boosts. Run the energy up. There we go. 1.15 TSG again. And there we go, guys. We just maxed out the mana growth. So I will see you guys soon for my update stream. It should be starting like basically right after this video drops. So I'll catch you guys there. Peace.